wonder why, no matter how much therapy you go to, or how much self-help content you consume, how many affirmations you say, you still feel stuck in your life and disconnected from yourself? I'm going to talk about the 3 sneaky reasons why this happens and what you can do about it. Hi, my name's Wiley. I'm a clinical social worker, hypnotherapist, and embodiment guide. I help women regulate their nervous systems, heal chronic self-abandonment, and feel safe, worthy, and whole. Today, I have 3 sneaky saboteurs that are likely the culprits in why you feel stuck and disconnected from yourself, despite all your efforts. The first one is that you're stuck in survival mode and your nervous system is dysregulated. When we're in a state of dysregulation, our nervous system is constantly scanning for danger. And if we don't feel safe in our own body, it's almost impossible to reconnect with ourselves. So much of the personal development and mindset space is talking about our thoughts, our beliefs, and all of the mental activity. But the truth is that in order to reprogram or change any of those beliefs or thought patterns, we have to be in a state of nervous system regulation. So sneaky saboteur number 1 is chronic survival mode and nervous system dysregulation. The second sneaky reason why you might not be seeing progress on your healing journey is because you learned self-abandonment early in life and you have unhealed wounds from childhood that are preventing you from being able to reconnect to yourself and identify the things that you want and need. When we chronically self-abandon, we allow the needs and wants of others to have priority over our own. And the message that we're sending to ourselves is that we don't trust ourselves, we don't prioritize ourselves, and that we don't check in with ourselves. So sneaky saboteur number 2 is that our self-abandonment is preventing us from being able to reconnect and come home to our true authentic selves. The third sneaky saboteur is that you have limiting beliefs and subconscious programming that make you feel unsafe expressing your truth or being seen by others. If we are constantly performing for others, or if we're constantly seeking love, approval, and acceptance outside of ourselves, we never learn the skill set of coming home to ourselves and becoming self-referencing. We learn how to self-source our own love, our own validation, our own approval, our own permission. It's a skill set. When we practice these skill sets and we really work on our self-concept and our worth and value, and we reconnect to our authentic selves, it becomes so much easier to show up in the world, to speak our truth, and to be seen by others because we no longer need them to love us, approve of us, or validate us for us to feel whole. That's why traditional talk therapy and mindset work haven't been enough. Because if we don't feel safe in our bodies, if we chronically self-abandon, and if we feel unsafe to be who we actually are in our own authenticity, then it is going to be incredibly difficult to feel connected to ourselves and to feel whole and to not feel stuck in our lives. But the good news is that you do not have to stay in this place. There are so many ways that you can work on these skill sets. And that's exactly what it is on any healing journey. And I believe that it's really more coming home to ourselves and realigning with ourselves. The most important skill sets are those of self-discovery, self-awareness, of compassion and kindness towards self, and about building safety in our system, building capacity in our system. And the greatest skill set of it all is becoming comfortable with discomfort. Because all of the things that we have not wanted to feel, or the discomfort that we have been running away from, is actually the doorway through which we move to the other side, because the way out is through. And so we have to build that safety and capacity in our system so we can allow ourselves to sit with all those difficult emotions that we haven't been allowing to come up. Then we can see ourselves and be with ourselves, know ourselves on that very deep level, And then we build that self-trust that we have the capacity to self-soothe. We have the capacity to show up and regulate ourselves, that we don't need anything outside of us. And that is true freedom, to feel whole and complete. We self-source our love, our validation, our approval, our permission, all of it. And then we know that if and when something comes up that wants to come up to be healed and released, which is what an activation or trigger actually is, we have the belief in self that we can be with difficult emotions and difficult times, and that we can hold space for others, and that we don't need others to make us feel whole. So if this has been resonating with you and you want to feel more connected, more calm, more worthy, safer in your body, I would love to help guide you. Check out the link below for my private coaching, and come back next time for additional information on what we do about these sneaky saboteurs and how we move through them in order to continue moving forward on our path to wholeness. Take care.